Fortnite OG in Chapter 5 have broken record after record of all-time player count, and Epic is taking full advantage of it as we move into 2024. From what's returning to things they changed to make players happy, here are the 25 most loved updates. It's easy to criticize Fortnite for bad decisions. For example, when they dropped a car in the item shop for 4,000 V-Bucks. Some people wondered why it cost this much, and argued it was because you could also use the car in Rocket League. But still, $40? The backlash was so massive that Epic made a statement about the decision. You turn ahead, we just fine-tuned our car prices as they dropped it to 2,500 V-Bucks and refunded the difference to anyone who bought it. Honestly, they didn't have to, yet they listened to the community anyway. In my opinion, it should have won the award for best ongoing game, just because of their biggest season to date, OG Fortnite. There is no other game that could understand the nostalgia of players and actually take them back to it. When 100 million people returned to Fortnite thanks to this season and loved it so much that Epic is even working on making OG a permanent mode next year. Details are still slim for when to expect this mode, with many predicting either a summer release or Christmas 2024. But one of the biggest complaints in Chapter 5 has been the massive problem with running. They changed up the movement animations and they look way more tactical and fluid now, but there was one issue: walking was extra slow. Build fights were ruined and the pacing just felt off. Luckily, Fortnite was one step ahead of us. Last week they dropped a patch where they sped things up, while keeping animations just as fluid, a great resolution to the most hated thing this chapter. In that update, they addressed so many problems. In the locker, you could have viewed the rarity of your skins, making it useless and hard to navigate. Just like that, it's fixed. Rocket Racing spun you around if someone drifted into you. Also fixed. The Burst SMG and Frenzy Shotgun look the same. Guess what? It's fixed. Epic is on a roll. We could also thank Fortnite for finally adding the most anticipated crossover after 4 years. We waited a long time for Family Guy to arrive, with Chapter 5 bringing Peter Griffin to the island. This set is full of references, from the Peter Copter to the Back Scratcher pickaxe. And sure, he may be super buff, but what are you gonna do, make him pay to lose? Speaking of waiting, it took half a decade, but Epic finally updated healing. You don't realize how annoying it used to be until now. I mean, we literally had to stand still just to heal up, and now we could do it while walking. They also made it so if you only have to drink a small amount of shield, it completes faster, saving you a ton of time. But all of this is tiny compared to the real additions in Chapter 5, brand new games. Fortnite is turning into a platform with 3 permanent experiences that we are falling in love with. Epic spent millions of dollars acquiring all of these companies just to make this happen, whether it's buying Harmonix, the Rocket League devs, or getting a huge investment from LEGO. This has resulted in massive game modes that'll be supported for years, getting exclusive battle passes, item shops, and a whole new way to create content. And I gotta say, Epic went the extra mile here, creating over 1,200 LEGO skins that cost $0. You own the skin, you get the LEGO version for free, and even crossovers are included. We can play as LEGO Star Wars, Marvel, and the latest collabs like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But here's a special part of the video that I had to dedicate to Donald Mustard. I just want to thank him for the huge success of Fortnite and how everything we have today is all because of his direction. The thousands of employees at Epic worked super hard to give us this great game, and Donald has been there from the beginning, leading the storyline, live events, and the metaverse. We used to flock to his Twitter daily, hoping to dissect his tweets for teasers, and most of the time it was a hidden message. Well, sadly he left the company this year, but thanks to his retirement, he's been sharing old pictures from years ago and what their plan has been this whole time. Whether it's the first ever sketch of Kevin the Cube, or a note from December 2017 where he laid out the vision of Fortnite, turning it into a hub of BR, creative, survival, music, carding, and PvE. Now all of those have released. It's crazy this has been in the works for exactly 6 years, and explains why Donald is now deciding to move on. On the topic of live events, they are still blowing us away to this day, and every time something goes wrong, Fortnite learns from it. We used to be eliminated in events, and they disabled PvP to fix this problem. Now, our biggest issue is server problems. Luckily, Epic has been working to solve this by introducing encores. Now, whenever a live event happens, if there's server issues, they'll play it multiple times in one night for anyone who missed it. It's safe to say Fortnite loves spoiling us. Since the start of Chapter 5, they've already given us a crazy amount of free skins. Whether it's LEGO style, the new Rocket Racing defaults, or a whole battle pass full of cosmetics for Festival. I'm sure there's a paid version, but half of it can be earned for free. Not to mention Winterfest is going on right now, dropping rewards and outfits just for logging in. You also gotta appreciate their dedication to esports. Ever since 2020, most tournaments have been online for obvious reasons, and a lot of games have kept them that way to cut costs. But not Epic. They have brought FNCS back in person, and for the last couple years, it's been an ongoing event. It's a great way for many creators and players to meet up. I personally met some awesome people there. They even started hosting it around the world, like in Europe. Now, let's be honest, it feels like every day now you log into Twitter and see someone posting their squad. You can only do this in Fortnite, and they'll have like a bajillion likes or something. Well, not gonna lie, they're totally right. Where else could you play as Peter Griffin, Ariana Grande, Kratos, and Batman, all while doing the gritting? I mean, come on. We also have a huge selection of modes like Fortnite Mares. In the past, this has caused huge problems, like Midas's Revenge changing the entire game for a month, or last year's Halloween event, which was a total disaster. Luckily, they've learned from their mistakes, and now Halloween is super varied, giving us an optional Horde Rush LTM, along with better collabs like Michael Myers and Jack Skellington. Something that is absolutely blowing my mind right now is how Fortnite Festival is just straight up free and doesn't punish you for it. Most rhythm games make a living from selling songs. They can last for years because of it, and half of the time you'll find yourself shelling out hundreds of dollars just for a very collection. But not in Fortnite. Every night they rotate free tracks, allowing you to play dozens of levels without paying a single cent. Even if you do spend your hard-earned V-Bucks on some songs, it's not just for rhythm mode. You could then use it in Battle Royale and Jam mode to mess around with your friends. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And I want to personally thank Fortnite for UEFN. With these tools, creators can take their experiences to a completely different level. Kinda like us, who released our most ambitious map to date, Event Wars. It's classic Zone Wars, but with a twist. Iconic live events are playing out in real time. If you want to watch the final showdown again, done. Maybe see the meteor or rocket launch during your fight, it's there. Event Wars is available now using this code or the link in the description, so check it out because we put so much work into this. And we're doing exactly what Epic is great at, communication. I mean, these guys put so much work and passion into listening to our feedback. Fortnite is one of the most community-driven games out there, and lately their Twitter has been full of posts interacting with fans. They make jokes out of their past mistakes, give us plenty of updates, and are being more vocal than ever this season. They even made separate accounts for all the game modes with dedicated teams and status pages, so you gotta appreciate the effort. In fact, those pages like LEGO Status have been essential to keeping us updated on the game. The tools in the mode had terrible durability. They would break so fast, making it super annoying while we raced to craft more backups. Luckily, they addressed this issue, buffing every single item with better durability. Maybe your chests are already full of resources, then try again after the new patch. LEGO has now upped the stack size of most items from 30 to 50, so you can now fit 60% more in your storage. Yeah, we got free outfits for LEGO, but that is just the icing on the cake. For years now, Epic has been handing out bonus styles for our favorite skins out of nowhere. No one asked for these, and yet there's a chance that every time you log in now, you get something new for free. And I personally have to thank Epic for their dedication to acknowledging creators. They go out of their way to make YouTubers and streamers feel included in the process, and I've even had some amazing opportunities thanks to this. Whether it was getting an official Top 5 Gaming locker bundle in Chapter 4, or them flying me out with Cypher and TG to play Fracture live on stream, it's appreciated. But it's not just large creators that get special treatment. They also give opportunities to small artists too. For years, Epic has been searching for skin concepts made by professional artists all the way to children on Reddit and then buying the designs from them. Some of the most popular skins ever made were designed by fans like Charlotte, Isabel, Aura, even Meowscles. On that note, his season was the most love-themed out there, and Fortnite brought it back last month with a twist. They decided to pay homage to the spy season with Last Resort, which was more focused on a heist but drew huge inspiration from the early days, like the big mysterious villain, constant map changes, and a battle pass full of relevant characters. And you simply can't ignore the amount of money Epic gives away to good causes. During Chapter 3, they donated the first 2 weeks of their season profits to humanitarian efforts in Ukraine, literally hundreds of millions of dollars. They also have a massive program that supports game developers that were hit by the war, helping publish their games and keep their companies afloat during a crisis. Epic is seriously losing money year after year just to achieve their vision. They've spent so much cash on the Epic Game Store in their attempt to make publishing fair for developers. Instead of taking massive cuts of money like Steam or Apple, Epic only asks for 5%, and they also give away plenty of those games to us for free. In December alone, they're dropping 17 games at no extra cost that you could keep forever. And I know it feels like this video is sponsored by Epic or something, but no, I just seriously appreciate the work they put in. Thank you, Fortnite, from the bottom of our hearts. It's been Tommy, and as always, keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.